So unless you've been living under a rock, you're aware of Connor Bedard's absolute rocket of a shot. Like this thing, I had a chance to see it live at the World Junior Summer Camp this past August before the World Juniors in Edmonton. And let me tell you, on TV, you see how much of an absolute miracle on ice this thing is, how much of a shooting star it is. In person, it literally made my jaw drop. And this was in practice. I wish I would have taken a video of it. My jaw drops to the floor when I see this kid shoot. It's probably up there with Ovechkin, where I've seen that live, where when he shot the puck, it sounded like a gunshot. It sounded like that and looked like that from Bedard. Those are the only two that I put in that echelon with that type of shot there. It was insane how Bedard shot the puck. And TSN just put out a feature from the World Juniors. It's called Breakaway, the evolution of Connor Bedard's incredible shot. Make sure you check that out, that video detailing how his shot got so great. But learning about Connor, it's not hard to see why and how his shot is where it is. And let's be real, I mean, that's one of, if not the marquee thing about his game that's so eye-popping is the shot. It's next level. People are saying, oh, it's almost NHL ready, or even it's NHL ready. When I see this thing, dude, it's above NHL ready. That thing is Doctor Strange Next Dimension ready. Seriously, it's incredible, and it makes sense because his dad, Tom, talks in the feature about how he would just be allowed to stick handle and skate and do everything that, honestly, my parents and most hockey parents would not let their kids do around the house. And his dad makes sure to emphasize, says, at full speed. And that's one part of the skill. Another thing that was mentioned by neighbors, they could hear Connor Bedard shooting at all hours of the day, and it was so loud and it got so powerful that the neighbor, one of them, thought that somebody was doing a home renovation, building a deck or something. That tells you what kind of shot this kid had, even when he was probably like 10, 11, 12 years old, if the neighbors were thinking somebody was doing a home reno. And it's very clear why and how Connor Bedard got so great. Yes, it's God-given talent, but it's also hard work and dedication. And his dad also mentions this in the feature, that when somebody has passion like this, it's very rare. Not a lot of people have as much passion for something as Connor has and had for hockey, so his dad wanted to make sure that they encouraged that, and they allowed Connor to do things like go out and shoot for hours and hours and hours and skate around the living room with his inline skates on. And there's even a feature where they talk about Connor bringing his inline skates to Hawaii and looking for a league of inline hockey to play while they were on vacation in Hawaii. That tells you how absolutely determined and dedicated this kid was and is to being an amazing hockey player. And finally, there's one key thing that even Tom, Connor's dad, says in the feature, and I quote, his shot jumped that year. And it was when Connor broke his right wrist. He got it put on a cast, and when that injury happened, the doctor said, do not use your right hand for, I think it was 12 weeks, was what they said in the feature. And because of that, Connor would go out and he would just use his left hand, which, because he's a right-hand shot, that would be his top hand, to whip the puck. To one hand shoot the puck, backhand and forehand, kicking it style, like that one guy who played for the Leafs who did that in their shootout in preseason. And I think it was Ryan Miller, the goalie, got mad at him for doing it. He like kicked it. Connor was doing that to practice because he could only use that one hand. And then when the cast came off, that's when Connor's dad said he saw the jump in Connor's shot. Because he practiced for so many weeks with just one hand, it created like an extra level of strength to Connor's shot, which I could absolutely see. You're training that one hand, that top hand especially, which is so huge for a shot. So then when you finally get your other hand back, it's like on another level, seriously. And now because he did that, like, I could have 6 hands and I still wouldn't have a shot as hard as Connor Bedard does. So it's just really interesting to get some insight into what he did to get his shot to be that powerful and what happened to him. How did he grow up? Because I've always wanted a great shot and I've always had an absolute muffin of a shot. It's been terrible. So I could learn a thing or two even now. But kids growing up take a page out of Connor Bedard's book of the practicing and the intensity and the passion and trying different things, some creativity as well, so that you can improve your shot like Bedard and take some technique notes as well from how he shoots it. And maybe I'll make more videos about this in the future because this is really fascinating and I want to talk about it more coming up in the future here. But yeah, Connor Bedard's shot is insane. That's news to no one. Okay, let me know what you think about this. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.